For the longest time, AI felt like a game for the giants, right? Big tech, big budgets. But what if I told you it's now the ultimate slingshot for the Davids? Today, we're going to dig into how AI is becoming the essential tool for mid-sized businesses to scale up, compete, and win without needing a massive budget to do it.
I mean, it's the classic problem, isn't it? Every business leader faces this. You want to grow, you want to go head-to-head with the big players, but your budget? Well, it isn't exactly a Fortune 500 budget. So how do you get those huge results when you're working with finite resources?
And for years, the only answer seemed to be just work harder. Longer hours, more manual effort, just grind it out. But let's be real, that approach has a ceiling. It only gets you so far. The smartest businesses today aren't just working harder, they're working a whole lot smarter. And that brings us to the real game changer. 91%. And no, that's not a typo. That is the percentage of small and medium businesses using AI who report that it has boosted their revenue. Think about that for a second. This isn't some minor incremental improvement. It's a fundamental shift in what's possible for companies just like yours. And that is exactly why we talk about AI as a force multiplier. It's the tool that lets a lean team punch way, way above its weight. See, by automating all the routine stuff and digging up insights you might never find on your own, it frees up your best people to focus on the high-impact, strategic work that actually grows the business. Okay, so where can you actually see this force multiplier in action? Well, let's start with a big one, marketing and sales. This is an area where AI is basically taking all the guesswork out of the equation and paving a direct path to growth. And the shift here is just dramatic. Before AI, marketing often felt like throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something would stick. You'd run these broad campaigns. But now, AI can pinpoint the exact right person at the exact right time and then hand your sales team a prioritized list of the absolute hottest leads. It totally transforms how you find and win customers. So how does it actually do all that? Well, for starters, it can analyze all your customer data to optimize your ad spend, making sure every dollar works as hard as it can. It scores your leads, literally telling your sales team, hey, call this person first, they're ready to buy. It can even predict which customers might be about to leave, so you can step in before it's too late. It's all about precision.
Here's a real-world number for you, 15%. That's how much one mid-sized e-commerce company slashed its customer churn in just 6 months. And how they do it? They used AI to figure out who was getting ready to leave and then targeted them with just the right offer to stay. That is a direct, measurable impact on the bottom line.
Okay, so you've won the customer. Awesome. Now you have to keep them happy, right? But scaling up your customer service team can get really expensive really fast. And this is another spot where AI is a total breakthrough. It's a way to deliver instant 24/7 support while making your operations leaner at the same time. And it's actually pretty straightforward. A customer has a question and boom, an AI chatbot is there to engage them instantly, any time of day or night. It can handle the vast majority of common questions on its own. We're talking up to 79% of them. And for anything more complex, it just seamlessly hands the conversation over to a human agent with all the context they need. And when you look at the results, wow. Businesses that do this see response times for those routine questions get 80% faster. They're saving, on average, 30% in support costs. And get this, one consultant saw a 40% jump in qualified meetings just by letting an AI bot chat with people on their website. All right, but a business is really all about its people, isn't it? And for any growing company, finding and keeping top talent is a massive, massive challenge. So let's look at HR, because AI is helping even small teams hire way faster and work a whole lot smarter. Just think about the hiring process. The before picture is an HR manager, probably buried under a mountain of resumes, trying to manually pick out the gems. The after? An AI system scans those same hundreds of resumes in seconds, shortlisting the top matches so your team can spend their time actually talking to the most promising people. And it's not just about sorting resumes either. This analysis from McKinsey really hits it home. They found that roughly 20%, 1/5, of all the tasks in recruiting and onboarding could be automated and improved using AI. That's everything from scheduling interviews to drafting offer letters. It just frees up your HR pros to be more strategic. Okay, let's switch gears to something that probably keeps every business owner up at night, cybersecurity. Because as you grow, you paint a bigger and bigger target on your back.
AI is quickly becoming an absolutely essential, non-negotiable layer of defense. It's like having a tireless security guard for your entire digital world. And the stakes here are incredibly high. Check this out. A whopping 43% of all cyber attacks are aimed at small and medium businesses. And yet most of them don't have a single full-time security person on staff. So it's really no surprise that nearly 70% of organizations are saying, look, we simply can't respond to threats fast enough without AI.
This is where AI becomes your MVP, your best defender, because it never ever sleeps. It's watching your network traffic 24/7, spotting weird patterns a human would totally miss. And if it spots something nasty like malware, it can automatically quarantine that device and stop an attack in its tracks, often before your team even gets an alert.
So we've hit on sales, service, HR, security. Now let's talk about the engine room, your core operations. This is where AI really helps you shift from making decisions based on a gut feeling to making them based on cold, hard data. It just makes the whole business run smoother. 90%. Just let that sink in for a second. That's how many businesses report that AI has made their operations more efficient. It's like having a consultant who's constantly finding and eliminating waste, whether that's in your inventory management or your staff scheduling.
And here's how it helps you, as a leader, make better calls. It doesn't just throw a dashboard full of charts at you. No, it acts more like a junior analyst. It pulls in data from all over the business, flags the important trends, spots anomalies, and then gives you a summary in plain language so you can make smarter decisions faster.
Okay, so this all sounds great, but where do you even begin? The advice here is really clear. Start small. Find a real business problem, a bottleneck that's driving you crazy, and aim AI right at that. Get a quick win, build some momentum, and maybe most importantly, get your data in order, because good data is the fuel that makes any AI project run. So when you put it all together, sales, service, security, operations, the conclusion is pretty hard to ignore. For any mid-sized business that wants to scale, that wants to compete and really thrive, AI isn't a nice-to-have luxury anymore. It's a flat-out strategic necessity.
So I'll just leave you with this. The early adopters, they're already moving. They're seeing faster growth, better margins. The tools have never been easier to get your hands on, so the question isn't if AI is going to change your industry, it already is. The real question is, are you going to lead that change, or are you going to get left behind it, by it?